Cheeky breeky, my comrades. It is I, Ghost, from Rogue Insurgents, with the last part to the upgrades on my KWA RM4, which I'm going to be upgrading the spring now. So once again, make sure there's no batteries in your gun while you're doing this. Okay, you want to turn the gun upside down. I personally just take it like this and put it on the floor. But you will not be able to see what I'm doing, so I'm going to do it on my chair so you can kind of see me. Okay? You want to basically extend the stock like you normally would, pushing the button release. Then, when you get to the furthest point, it won't go no more. You pull the button release outwards, and it should finish going up. And that's how you take off most butts to these guns that are like this with this button. You just pull them and they come off. Okay. Now you will see you have this weird screw thing like this. Do not take off that middle screw for nothing. It screws up the whole inside. Just do not touch it. Trust me. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to take my needle nose, if I can get them to fit, okay? And I'm going to push down really hard so it holds good. And I'm going to turn it and try to unscrew this, because that's what this thing is. It's a big screw in there. Okay, I got it to go, see? I mean, you want to be careful. You do not want to damage these holes. So if you can get it to go by hand after you crack it, I advise to do so you do not damage anything. Now, be careful when you're taking this cap off, because there is a spring inside there, so it may want to shoot off once you get it to that last thread. So be ready for it. You don't want the things to go flying. You see? It come up. Okay? Now this beautiful baby is your bolt. This is actually my recoil system. This is what gives you the replicated shake in the gun. Now my spring, battery tar, there it is, sitting inside the tube. All you do is you take that one out, as done. I'm going to reach over here. I'm going to rip open my box to my new one. Again, this is a M130. It should bring me up to about 400 FPS. I will not know this. I do not have a chronograph, but I'll have to get it checked before July 21st, because I'm going to op Breaking Bad, which is why I'm upgrading this in the first place. I am on the cartel side, and I plan on shooting up them DEA boys pretty good, so I need a good upgrades to do this, yes. Okay, now that you just drop your spring in, okay, you want to just take your recoil bolt. Same thing, you may have to shake it around so it goes between the spring that you just put in. Drop that down. This is the only part that, I'll be honest, is a bit of a pain, because it is now, you have to catch the threads. And in my case, I just put a stronger spring in here, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to get it to stay down, if you know what I'm saying. I may have a little trouble with this, guys, so bear with me. You're going to have to bear with me, I'm sorry. This is a bit of a pain, not too crazy. Once you get it started, you should be pretty good, but you want to make sure you started before you let go, or you will see go spring, you know? I've done this once. Not with this big spring. This would be easy to find, but I've done it with little spring, and was not very good, my friends. I never found these springs, so I had to get new ones. Luckily, I had a good amount of spare supplies, and I had them, but if I did not, it may have been hard to find. So you want to be very careful when you do any kind of tech work. Okay, you just snug it up, not too hard. Then the same thing, reverse. You pull the latch to you, push down, you hear the click, and that's it, my friends. she has now got a strongest ring and a strongest motor inside of her, ready to rock and damage the DEA boys. So, let's do the test firing part 2 now and see if you guys can hear the difference. Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is Ghost of Rogue Insurgents.